Good morning, all of you. Today, the first year becomes 2024 new education policy related. A new syllabus we will highlight on the video lecturing on the PPT, the computer concept and application. So, I am Dr. Ashwini Vatharkar. We will highlight various points of the computer. Computer is an electronic device operating under the control of the instruction stored in its own memory that can accept a data that call to the input, process the data according to the specified various rules, produce information that call to the output, and store the information for future uses in various angle of the sector. The functionalities of a computer. Any digital computer carries out the five functions in gross terms. The three sectors are very important. First is data and secondly information. Data and information that after circulate the processing. The processing is basically a part of the fundamental of a computer. The five sectors, what are the five sectors related to the data and information? Takes the data as input. Secondly, store the data instruction it in its memory and use them when required. Process the data and convert it into the useful information. Fourth, generates the output. And fifth, the last, control of all above four steps. Finally, the functionality computer is a consist to the two sectors. First is hardware and software. Hardware and software are important part. It is basically related to the input and output devices. The input devices. The examples of the manual input devices. What are the input devices? The keyboard, mouse. We are handing handles of the sectors, the pictures. All sectors are picture images is related to the input devices. Input devices is an peripheral piece of the computer hardware equipment to the provide data and control signals and information processing systems such as a computer or other information appliance. Input devices translate to the data from that humans understand to one of that the computer can work with. Most common are keyboard and mouse are input devices is basically we are using in every sector. Examples of input devices. I highlight one chart of the areas. Some factors are related to the queries of the keyboard and related to the sectors are included in the input devices. First is keyboard, second mouse, microphones, touch screen, scanner, webcam, a touchpad, MIDC keyboard, graphics tables, cameras, pen input, microphones, video capture hardware, barcode reader, any joystick, and various sectors are related to the input devices. Input devices, after including the processing, this is the one part of the various heart of the computer that called to the central processing unit. A central processing unit include in the short form CPU. CPU is the brain of a computer. I highlight a one picture is the one brain of a computer. It is the responsible for all functions and processing regarding computing power. The CPU is the most important element of a computer system. So central processing unit CPU is a comprise comparisonly three main parts in include to the CPU. Three, what are the three sectors? Three the parts are very important sectors in the central processing unit. Arithmetic logic unit. So all arithmetic and logical operations, arithmetic calculations like as addition, subtraction, multiplications and divisions, logical operations like compare numbers, letters or special characters are related to include in arithmetic logic unit in short form to the ALU. So secondly, control unit. This called to the short term CU. Controls and coordinate computers components. Read the code, the instruction to the executed. increment of the programs, counter in the points into the instructions, read the whatever data instructions required to the cells in the memory, and provide the necessary data into the ALU. Actually, control unit CU is the one processing part of the handling handover of the processing data and information, raw material, raw information to output information. Secondly, third is the register. Third, the data that is the one executed next, very fast storage is included in the CU. We are going to another part in the CPU in primary memory. Basically, primary memory is the computer parts are various important fundamental sectors, important work of the areas in the RAM and ROM. Actually, primary memory we are handling to the every sector in computer use of the various areas. Firstly, education, healthcare, medicine, any information office, and legally related to the collecting to the information, and they will process to the processly final information will include in the search of the primary memory. Firstly, RAM. Random access memory is the RAM. Is the memory scheme with the computer system is the basically best responsible to the strong storing to the data on a temporary basis so that it can be the promptly accessed by the processor as and when needed. It volatile to the nature, which means that data will be the one supplied to the storage. Devices is after turn off. RAM stores data randomly and the processor accesses this data randomly used from the RAM storage. RAM is considered random access because you can access any memory cell directly if you know the row and column that interest at that skill. ROM, read-only memory. RAM and ROM is the two parts of the primary memory. We will discuss to the another second part of the ROM. ROM is a permanent from the storage. ROM stays active regardless of whatever power supply to it is turn on or off. ROM devices do not allow data stored on them to be modified of the information. We will discuss to the another sector is the secondary memory. Secondary memory is highly included in the computer systems and they are working day by day in growth and development of the every sector. Stores data and programs permanently. It retained to the after the power is turned off. Hard drive, HD. We will discuss a hard disk, a part of the unit often called to the disk drive. Hard drive or hard disk drive that store or provide relatively quick access to the large amount of data on an electronically charges surface or set of surfaces. Optical disk. Optical disk drive is a ODD, is a disk of the drive that is a laser light as a part of the process, reading or writing data to or the optical discs. A drive can only read from disks and recently commonly used in both are using the readers and recorders, also called to the burners and writers. Comparatively, DVD is basically used in this section. CD, DVD, Blu-ray disc, whatever the sectors are, 700 megabytes used in the store up to the 8.4 GB on the data. Optical disc is a capacity on the related to the store 1.44 megabyte. So secondary memory is a flash disk. A stored a store module made of the flash memory chip. A flash disk have no mechanical platter or access arm, but the term disk is used because the data are accessed as if they were hard drive. The disk store structure is emulated. Output devices. The output devices is any piece of the computer hardware equipment used to the communicate the result of the data. The processing carried out by an information processing system such as a computer, which converts to the electronically generated information into the human readable form. They are examples of the output devices, the picture of the screen, printer, any machines of the related to the standing table, computer main heart of the mirrors in the screen. They are output devices on the computer memory. Secondly, software is a basically important generic term of the organized collections of a computer. Collection of a computer data and instruction often broken into the two major categories. First, system software that provides the basic non-task specific functions of the computer, and secondly, application software which is used by users to accomplish to the specific task of the software. Software types: a system software and application software. A system and applications, two types of the software types. System software is responsible for controlling, integrating, the managing of the individually hardware components of the computer system. The other software is a users or system functional unit without any having concern to the low level detail which are transferring data memory to disk is related to the display. Generally, this system is software consists of any operating systems or some functional utilities such as disk formalities, formatters, file managers, display managers, text editors, user and logins are management tools and networking devices control of the software. Application software. Application software is used to accomplish to the specific task other than just running the computer system. Application software may consist of the single program such as an image viewer, a small collection of a program, and that lasts to the closely processing system. A larger collection, often to the called a software suite, are related but the independent programs and packages have a common user interface or shared data format to the related the spreadsheet processor database is closely integrated in etc. Or the system of as a such as a database management systems collections of a fundamental program are provided to the some variety of the independent applications include in the computer. Comparatively, we are comparison application software and system software. The system software and application software is the two parts are in the computer study. The computer software or just the software is a general form primarily used digitally stored in such as of the information and the related to the component. Application software is also known to the app is a computer software designed to the must of the perform specific tasks. Some system software is related to the DOS, Unix, Microsoft Windows, and some application softwares are open, SQL, any related to the Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint are related to the application software. Any instructions are related to the system software. Generally, we have do not interest with system software as an work of the background. Application software is users always interest to the interact to the applications with during the different activities. Dependency. What are the dependency in system software? System software are the independently of the suggestions and software. Application software is cannot running in process of the system of the software. Unit of measurement. The storage measurement is a basic unit base of the computer data is called to the bit, binary digit. Computers are little bits composed by the one of the zeros. One and zero is the two parts in important in the computer. So your files intents of the kept in the computer in binary files transferred to the word and pictures will be the by the software. So this is a binary number system is only use two numbers in it. Number system consists to the unique digits and zero thought